Hi, I'm Jonathan, Technology Program Assistant at the Learning Center. If you've ever been to the Learning Center, you've probably met some of our awesome tutors, many who are also available online as e-tutors. However, it can be a little tricky getting on e-tutoring for the first time, so I made this video to help you get started and hopefully cut down on the frustration factor. And with that, let's begin. First, a quick checklist of things you should have to ensure the smoothest possible e-tutoring experience. Use a proper desktop or laptop. Smartphones and other mobile devices are great tools of convenience, but don't work well with e-tutoring. You also want to make sure you're using Firefox as your web browser, as the e-tutoring software is pretty buggy on other browsers. If you don't yet have Firefox, no sweat. Just go to the Mozilla website to download the latest version of. Finally, you'll want to have a really reliable internet connection. This may seem like a no-brainer, but the e-tutoring platform is notoriously fussy about the quality of the internet connection. If your connection times out for even a second, you'll be likely to get booted out of the eChat room and get this screen, meaning you have to log in again. So find somewhere with a strong internet signal. Having attained these three things, we're ready to log into eTutoring. Near the top of the PSU Learning Center's eTutoring page, where you most likely currently are, click on the gigantic button that says Get Tutoring Here. This should bring up the familiar CAS login screen, where you simply enter your Odin username and password like you would for your PSU email or D2L. If you're already logged into PSU email or other PSU account through this system, you may already be recognized and sent straight to eTutoring. However, it's also possible you may get one of these two error screens. Usually, this just means that your Odin account isn't in the eTutoring database yet, which we can easily fix if you email us at tutoring@pdx.edu. When you log into eTutoring for the first time, you'll be prompted to confirm that your username and contact information is correct. Feel free to change your first name to your preferred name if you have a specific one you prefer to go by. However, do not change the email address, as this can cause problems logging on in the future, since all student eTutoring accounts are linked to PSU emails. It is thus recommended that you type in the same password as you would for your Odin or PSU email. As a totally optional feature, you can also choose to receive automatic email or text notifications when a tutor answers a question you previously submitted. After you've read the terms of use and acknowledged them by checking the box, you can click Update Profile to start your e-tutoring experience. The page we're on right now is the student home page, or the main menu, where you'll see all the main features of e-tutoring. Note that all of these features are also listed side by side in the navigation bar above, giving you quick access even when you're not on the student home page. The live tutoring panel, as its name suggests, shows which tutors are currently available for real-time tutoring sessions. Here we can see, sadly, that no tutors are online right now. However, we can easily check which tutors and subjects will be available later today in the Available Tutors panel below. You can even look for tutor availability at specific dates and times further down the road by clicking on the eTutor schedule link at the bottom. By simply navigating the calendar, you can check the availability for specific subjects and even tutors on a given date or range of dates. For example, I can select Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of next week and hit the Update button to generate a timetable of all tutors that will be in during those 3 days. Like the daily eTutor schedule from the home menu, this information is updated in real time, which can help you plan around irregularities in tutor schedules. Of course, tutors can get sick or have personal circumstances just like other humans, so it's good to periodically check for changes in the schedule when you can. Thankfully, eTutoring provides other ways for you to get help even when tutors aren't currently online. The eQuestions feature provides a convenient space where you can post written questions at any time. Simply click on the eQuestions link and post a new question, which will be answered by a tutor in the appropriate subject, usually within 2 to 3 school days. Before posting a question, you'll be reminded that eQuestions is not for simply copying and pasting problems for your homework or tests and expecting to get answers from the tutor. Thus, you'll be required to fill out every field before you can submit your eQuestion. It is also your responsibility to show work you've already done on the problem and articulate where the main difficulty or confusion is. You can always revisit any eQuestions you've posted under your archived eQuestions. Simply click under the appropriate topic name to review your question, as well as tutors' responses when they become available. When you do get a tutor reply, you'll see a new red icon under the status of the appropriate question. Clicking on the question allows you to review the response and follow up with more questions or clarification where appropriate. However, if you have a very general question, sometimes it's better and easier to check out the resources panel where tutors upload popular reference material for the respective subjects. If you're having calculator trouble in your math class, for instance, you'll find in the math subject a link to various instructional videos walking you through various TI calculator functions and features. What's nice about this is that the tutors describe the context for all the links, so you won't have to spend hours finding the right video or handout relevant to you. Of course, the most powerful, impactful aspect of the eTutoring experience is actually getting to interact with tutors in live eTutoring sessions. When tutors are available for your subject, you can enter their live chat room. Let's get some help on trigonometry by selecting the math tutor who, lucky for us, doesn't have any other students right now. If nothing happens when you click on this button, there's a good chance that your pop-up blocker is preventing the eChat window from opening up. To check your pop-up settings on Firefox, click on the top right menu icon and go to Options from the drop-down menu. This should bring up a new screen where you should be able to select Privacy and Security options and scroll down to Permissions, under which you'll see a checkbox for blocking pop-ups. To enable pop-ups and consequently the eChat room, simply uncheck this box. Note that the eChat window runs on a Flash-based platform, so you may be prompted to install Adobe Flash if Firefox doesn't detect a recent version of it installed. After downloading an installation, you may need to restart your computer to get Flash up and running properly. With Flash properly installed, you should see the eChat room loaded via Adobe Connect. Keep in mind that Adobe Connect is a hefty piece of software, so it might take a while to finish loading. With Adobe Connect successfully loaded, you should hear a doorbell sound, announcing your entry into the eChat room. If you don't hear this sound, you might want to check that your audio is working. You'll also likely get this annoying pop-up when you first log in, advertising a bunch of extraneous features that we don't really use, so just X out of it. Looking around the eChat room, you'll notice lots of features organized into rectangular modules called pods. This may look overwhelming at first, but don't worry, there's really only a few pods that are essential for you to know right now. The most basic pod is the attendee list, which shows you who is currently in the room. The person at the top, under hosts, is a tutor, and everyone else listed below are the students, including you. Right now, we can see that I'm the only student in the room, so me and the tutor can start chatting right away. Communication is initiated through the chat box, where you can exchange text messages in real time. We can see here that the tutor has acknowledged our entry and is confirming what material we need to help with. Try to communicate with the tutor in a clear but respectful manner so they can best help you. Occasionally, the tutor may already be working with other students in the room who got there before you, in which case the tutor may not be able to directly address you right away, but will usually leave a note explaining the situation. Tutors who are currently working with the student have priority in communication with the tutor, so please be patient and respectful while they're being tutored. Be attentive to communications in the eChat room, though, because students may often finish their sessions early, and you will be skipped over if you don't respond to the tutor's messages to you. Definitely feel free to hang out and watch the session if the subject matter is of interest to you, but remember to be respectful and don't butt in the conversation unless invited to do so by both the tutor and Definitely feel free to hang out and watch the session if the subject. Definitely feel free to hang out and watch the Definitely feel free to hang out and watch the session if the subject matter is of interest to you, but remember to be respectful and don't butt into the conversation unless invited to do so by both the tutor and the student actively in the session. Sometimes it can be more efficient to also communicate via audio. To connect your audio, sometimes it can be more efficient to also communicate via audio. To connect your audio and talk, make sure your microphone. Many newer laptops, including MacBooks, have built-in microphones. Make sure your microphone is connected, and make sure your microphone is connected and click the speaker icon, which will turn green. Sound waves should appear on the speaker icon if your microphone is picking up the sound of your voice. Sound waves should appear on the speaker icon. Sound waves should appear on the speaker icon if your microphone is picking up the sound of your voice. Likewise, you should also Likewise, you should also be able to hear the tutor pretty clearly from your speakers. Or maybe you're talking. Using a similar method, you can also turn on your webcam via the webcam icon button. If your webcam is working, you should see a preview on the webcam display with your face in real time. If you're satisfied with the display, click Start Recording or Start Sharing. Otherwise, the tutor will never actually see you with their mouths. When the tutor has finished the session with you, they will put you back on the wait list. If you need to get more help, the tutor may resume another session with you after helping other students in the wait list. Also, don't forget that tutors are human beings and need breaks every now and then. The tutor may take 5 to 10 minute breaks if they've been continuously tutoring over an hour. The tutor may take 5 to 10 minute breaks if they've been the tutor may take 5 to 10 minute breaks if they've been continuously tutoring over an hour. The tutor may take 5 to 10 minute breaks if they've been continuously tutoring for over an hour. Additionally, they may decide at their own discretion if it is beneficial to keep working with you after an hour of tutoring, or if they believe that you are better off working on your own independently for half an hour, or if they believe you are better off working on your own independently for half an hour or more. However, tutors will try to use your time efficiently because they know you're busy just like them. However, tutors will always try to use your time efficiently because they know you're busy just like them and want to see you succeed. However, tutors will always try to use your time efficiently because they know you're busy just like them and want to see you succeed. When you're done getting tutored and don't have any more questions for the time being, you can simply close the window, which automatically exits you from the room. There's lots of other features in eTutoring, especially eChat, that we haven't explored here, but hope this video was helpful in getting you started. If you have any other questions or feedback, please email us at tutoring@pdx.edu. We look forward to eTutoring you soon.